Who are the top five baseball players in history scoring the most runs in a season between 1930 and 1931? I have the answers in this book I wrote, Yearly Leaders of Every Batting Category. Ken Arson here talking baseball. I'm looking at Monday, May 4th, 2026. 1930, top five. Chuck Klein, 158 runs scored. Kiki Kyler, 155. Woody English, 152. Al Simmons, 152. Babe Ruth, 150. Top five in that year, 1930, were 150 and over in runs scored. Very good. 1931, Lou Gehrig, 163. Babe Ruth, 149. Earl Averill, 140. Bill Terry, 121. Chuck Klein, 121. 1932, Chuck Klein, 152. Jimmy Fox, 151. Al Simmons, 144. Early Combs, 143. Lou Gehrig, 138. 1933, Lou Gehrig, 138. Jimmy Fox, 125. Pepper Martin, 122. Henny Manouche, 115. Ben Chapman, 112. 1934, top five. Charlie Gehringer, 135. Billy Werber, 129. Earl Averill, 128. Lou Gehrig again, 128. Paul Waner, 122. 1935, Augie Gallen, 133. Joe Medwick, 132. Lou Gehrig, 125. Charlie Gehringer, 123. Pepper Martin, 121. So Lou Gehrig dominated the 1930s, runs scored. 1936, Lou Gehrig, 167. Harlan Cliff, 145. Charlie Gehringer, 144. Frankie Crosetti, 137. Earl Averill, 136. 1937, a new guy on the block. Joe DiMaggio, 151. Red Wolf, 143. Lou Gehrig again, 138. Hank Greenberg, 137. Charlie Gehringer, 133. 1938, Hank Greenberg, 143. Jimmy Fox, 139. Charlie Gehringer, 133. Red Wolf, 132. Joe DiMaggio, 129. And then 1939, finishing the decade of the 1930s. Red Wolf, 139. That's the third time in a row he's been in the top five. Never heard of the guy. Ted Williams, first appearance, 131. Jimmy Fox, 130. Barney McCoskey, 120. Billy Werber, 115. So the 1930s, obviously, Lou Gehrig stands out. He made the top five in runs scored in that decade 7 times out of 10 years. He also had 3 other years in the 1920s, so that gives him 10 overall top 5 finishes. The other guy we look at here, it looks like Charlie Gehringer, 1930s, 5 times. Jimmy Fox. I'm looking to see how many times. Just 4 times. Earl Averill, a couple. Henny Manouche, Hall of Fame. Paul Waner, Joe Medwick, gotta mention. Joe DiMaggio, a couple. Hank Greenberg, a couple. So 1930s, who stood out, runs scored? Lou Gehrig, Charlie Gehringer. Babe Ruth had a couple. Babe Ruth finished with 10 top fives. So did Lou Gehrig. So 1930s is done. Let's look at the 1940s. Let's see who dominates that decade, because it's an interesting decade. You got World War II from 1941 to 1945. Players enter the service, so they miss time, like Joe DiMaggio, Hank Greenberg, Ted Williams. They all served in the military, so they missed some years. So who picks up the slack as far as runs scored in this decade? I'll talk about it in the next video. I'm out.